Hey guys, it's Caleb with White Metal Games here. Just got a quick update this morning. Unfortunately, the studio is in a bit of a state of a disarray. If you've been following us on our Facebook channel, then you'll know that we've been updating the studio. We've been painting it and doing some work to the floors. So unfortunately, right now, working in the studio is not easy. So we're working in a limited space. Because of that, we're not able to do as much videography as we normally like to. However, I got this project that came across my desk. It was a speed project. It was a rush order. And I don't have time to really do a full video on it, but I thought I'd do just sort of a studio update video just to show you what we've got in mind here. So this was a project for a company called Wargames Factory, one of their field agents, one of their people that goes out to cons and that sort of thing and sort of meets people and shows the product off and that sort of thing, sort of a consultant for the company. Met with me at a local con last weekend called Southern Front, and he approached me about a short-term project, which was just like 24 zombies and survivors for this zombie horror game that they're promoting right now. It's part of their Wargames Factory line. They have a line called Apocalypse Survivors and Zombies. And what they basically do is they have a game book called War and Conquest, and they use that book to develop scenarios, kind of like army lists, I guess you might say. And it's sort of generic, like a GURPS-style system where they can create anything they want inside of that system with all of their existing models. They've got models for Persians, they've got models for archers, they've got models for medieval knights, they've got models for zombies, they've got models for sci-fi models and futuristic models and all that sort of stuff. And they can take all those and sort of mishmatch them up and put them into a game together and create a scenario. So for this scenario, he had a zombie survivor game. So he asked me to bang out 24 models in about a week, which was fine. But the only problem with that is that I was, in a rush situation with my studio right now, so I had to kind of, make it work, which I did. And I've got some pictures up. I'll post those on the blog, and I'll post those on the Facebook page and Twitter, or I'll have a link to Twitter. Anyway, so I wanted to show you what we did real quick. And I apologize for the low lighting situation. Again, it's because it's just a very difficult place to work right now in our studio. So the light coming off the camera is kind of a bluish light, so that's why you're getting this blue effect. Let's see if I can move this with a little extra light. There we go. It's a little better. So, like I said, this was sort of a zombie survivor scenario. So there's mixed in here, there's 12 zombies, and there's a small myriad of, oh man, that is really not focusing well. There we go, that's a little better. Sorry guys, if that made you tunnel sick for a second, I apologize. It's just a low light situation. I wish I was able to videotape this better, but unfortunately I just don't have the resources right now because the studio is in this terrible state. And it's been a really rough week. Been really rushed around, doing a lot of different things. I've been meeting with a lot of new clients. So because of that, I haven't had time to really set up a temporary videography booth. But the pictures are fairly good. So you'll see the pictures on the website. I'll create a gallery and you'll be able to check them out there. I tried out a few fun techniques because this is a speed painting project. I could not go into a lot of detail on these guys. Basically, it was a base color, a simple wash to pull out some details, and then a few effects. So I did a wash on there to create sort of a dark, dirty, grimy look. And then I used a technique I picked up from Austin at Brush for Hire, which is where you use a red paintbrush and you basically use your airbrush to mist on blood. And it creates a really neat sort of vibrant effect. You can see it kind of well over here on these zombies, where they've kind of got red sort of splattered on them. And you can achieve a result that you can't normally achieve just by simple stippling. It's far faster, so that's one of the advantages to it. So again, sorry about the low quality of this video. I am hoping that this will become one of many for Wargames Factory, and if that's the case, what we'll do is we'll post a real good video in the future. But these are all going to be given away on Saturday, so unfortunately I just don't have time to do a better video, and I apologize for that. But I did want you to see what we're doing with these guys. It's a tabletop, it's a less than tabletop quality job, to be honest with you. It's what we call our level 1 man-at-arms standard. So it's, basically 2 or 3 colors down, a wash, and that's it. But it's quick, it's easy, it looks good across the table when you're standing up over top of the table. It looks great. And it's fine, it's effective, and it's cheap. And that's really the benefit to it, is that it's a cost-effective measure. We are in the process of revising some of our rates here at the studio because the retail angle that we've taken in the past, as you may well know, hasn't really worked out great. GW keeps raising their prices, and so because of that, the retail priced matrix that we've been using just isn't really effective anymore. We're realizing that we're pricing ourselves out of customers, so we're going to go back to square one and price in a more consistent way. We're going to have a few different pricing options. We're going to have a by the base size and / character detail base option. We're also going to have a by the hour price option, and we're going to have a by the job price option for clients who want to just contact us with a job they have in mind, with a budget they have in mind, and we'll tell them what we can do. So our goal is to never say no to a client. Our goal is when a client contacts us, we're going to give them as many ways as possible to price their bid, and to do it in a way that's conducive for both parties. But it's not going to be a means where you can just do anything. You can't contact us and say, hey, I want this whole army painted for $100. We're going to tell you no, or we're going to tell you we're going to prime it. And we just can't do more than that with that sort of budget. We have limited means, but we will try to make every project work if we can. Our goal is to never tell a project no, or never tell a client no. Our goal is to always find a way to make it work. So if you're interested, and if you have a project that you want to pitch around, contact us. Just email us at info@whitemetalgames.com. And I guess that's it for now. Put your minis where your mouth is. Take care.